Like most people, at least I think most people, the main reason I watch videos on YouTube is to be entertained. Still, sometimes I can't help but learn a little something along the way. I've decided to share a few of those things with you. So, here's 5 things I learned about Ireland on YouTube. Number 1, what's the crack? If you say the word crack to an American, it can bring up several different images. All of these images make it a bit awkward if they hear someone from Ireland say something like, "I did it for the crack." A lot of channels on YouTube use the word as it's pretty common slang in Ireland, but I'm going to link to a video from Irish YouTuber Claire. She gives a definition of the word that is sure to confuse you more than you are right now. In a nutshell, crack is slang for joking around, just having a good time. An American might say goofing off, which in turn might give the Irish a moment of pause. So if you're ever in Ireland and someone offers you a chance to go out for the crack, it's a good thing, but don't say it. It probably doesn't sound right coming from an American. And number 2, cheap flights. I have to admit I kicked myself over not looking into the cost years ago. Compared to other destinations in that general part of the world, a flight from Dallas, Texas to Dublin, Ireland is actually pretty cheap. Unfortunately, I didn't come across a video from Walter's World sooner than I did, where Walter pointed out this fact. In 2019, the average cost of a flight from Dallas to Dublin was about $800 to $1,000. Compared to a flight from Dallas to Paris, France, which could set you back a cool $2,000, that's a great bargain. Of course, right now, flights are even cheaper, about half what they were a year ago. But with lockdowns and COVID-19 restrictions, it's not the best time to try and go to Ireland. To think, with a little more saving and planning, my trip to South Dakota a few years ago could have been a trip to Ireland. Missed opportunities. Number 3, seeing red. Thanks to their depictions on television and in movies, most Americans assume the average Irish person has red hair. Actually, that is not the case. This is another fact that can be found on several channels, but we are going to link to a video from Most Amazing Top 10 that said only 9% of Irish people have naturally red hair. And being a redhead is actually more of a Scottish trait, with 13% of Scotland's population having red hair and an estimated 40% carrying the gene. Now, to be fair, Ireland is second in the world in redheads to Scotland with their 9%, but brown is actually the most common color of hair in Ireland, with over 40% of the population having some shade of brown hair. On a side note, blue is by far the most common eye color in Ireland, with more than half the population having blue eyes. And number 4, show me your ditties. Well, back to slang terms. If P. Diddy ever decides to make Ireland part of his world tour, he might want to be careful with the marketing. He could draw the wrong kind of crowd. Thanks to folks at the Try channel, I picked up an interesting bit of Irish slang. In Ireland, ditty, well, ditty means, how to put this?
In Ireland, if you say ditty, it means boobs!
These are ditties.
Ditty means boobs in Ireland.
Okay, I guess that's the best way. Yes, in Ireland, Diddy may as well call himself Booby, a slang term also known to pop up, so to speak, in Scotland and England. The root of the term actually dates back to the late 18th century and has been used in literary works like Joseph Campbell's Mirroring Stones and Run Lily Run by Martha Long. While the word can also mean small or tiny, it's the more common use that gives school children and school children at heart the giggles. It's also great for justifying the use of this picture in my video. Number 5, working blue. Ask anybody what they associate with St. Patrick's Day, and one of the most common answers is sure to be the color green. Well, along with drinking a lot of beer and the inevitable aftermath of that, but even people that don't drink are known to don green on St. Patrick's Day. In America, it was even a game to pinch anybody that didn't wear green on the day everybody is Irish. But thanks to Diane Jennings, I learned that the original color of St. Patrick's Day was actually blue, a fact she offered up as she quizzed some of her friends. The earliest depictions of St. Patrick show him clothed in blue garb, and when George III created the Order of St. Patrick, its official color was a sky blue. The change to green began during the 1798 Irish Rebellion, when clover became the symbol of nationalism and the wearing of the green became common practice. Luckily, they didn't go with orange. I don't think my eyes could take it. I hope you like taking a look at some of the things I've learned about Ireland on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, let me know with a like, a subscribe, and a comment. And don't forget to check out the videos we talked about here by clicking the link in the description or the icon in the upper right hand corner. And I will see you next time. Go ride my agate.